Chaemiko is beginning right now. The two Korean players, one of the best humans and night elves respectively, meeting here. A battle of the generations as well, of course. Chaemiko being of the young guard and probably the best human player in the world right now against Moon, the biggest legend this game has ever seen. The GOAT, the 5th race, who didn't look to be in perfect shape lately, but Moon has always the capability to bounce back and find his former shape again, and we'll see if today's the day to do that. We start our best of 7 on Concealed Hill. Moon the bottom left with the keeper, Chaemiko top right with a Archmage. And a very early scout farm. Interesting. The scout farm is intended to see hidden APs coming. Night elves oftentimes will like to start APs here during nighttime and then go for a push towards the main. Farm here will be scouting for this. And Moon is all checking out what's going on. Of course, the big question will be whether or not Chaemiko is going to try to go for a fast expansion on Concealed Hill. That is very tough to do. However, it is doable. And I've seen Chaemiko before pull that off quite well. Both players hoping for the claws or maybe a circlet. Gloves is okay. Gloves for both. We keep it fair. Alrighty. Moon creeping a second camp here. He's gonna get a level 2. In the meantime, we have a Hunter's Hall coming. Oh. And now that begs the question. Is he gonna go for a 2 Ancient of War mass hunts all in? That is certainly a possibility. Neo always tries to convince me that mass hunts cannot be beaten on this map by human if they fast expand. I'm of a bit of a different opinion, but I think this might not even be mass hunts, or is it? I don't know. First couple of hunters is coming, but you only have one Ancient of War. Whoo, that Wisp that could have been dangerous. More Wisps are coming in. Oh. Panic, panic, panic at the disco. 2 Wisps committed. And this is starting to look very scary for Chaemiko. Everything's so hurt, but he does get the last hit and the level 3. Pendant of Energy is an okay item. Not really grand to Footman go down, but I think they may have both been denied. Definitely noticeable losses here for Chaemiko, who doesn't have an Arcane Tower in the main, by the way. Treants summoned into the main could also be quite dangerous. Keeper has a bit more mana. Here comes the expansion. And a tower quickly as well. Would have been kind of neat if Moon had stolen the dust here, but no, dust should go to Chaemiko. Also, the boots. Sells the pendant, by the way. Doesn't want to keep it for a second hero. Would be good for a second hero, but not the case here. Where's Moon's money going? He hasn't started the tech yet. Or, okay, there we go now. Seems like a bit of a late tech. Of course, he invested into the Huntresses. And not the easiest expansion for Chaemiko. He definitely lost some stuff. But he's got the level 3. He's got a strong Archmage. And the expansion is finishing. Oh, Huntress trying to make its way into the main base. Oh, guess what? Can kill one peasant here. It's kind of cute. Expansion, though, will finish. Lumber economy a bit bothered right now. Having an opening here. Oh! Well, it's a trap! This Hunter seems to be going down. There is a dust, remember. But now with the Archmage in the main, maybe the Keeper can cause a ruckus at the Expo. Oh, but the Arcane Tower finishes at the perfect moment. Very nice. Can now burn the Keeper and deal with the Treants right after. The Hunter somehow gets out. That's very surprising. In the meantime, Moon getting to tier 2 and setting up the expansion right here. So what Moon wants to do is keep up the pressure, force Chaemiko to stay home. If Chaemiko had a Telestaff, he could come over here with a Scout Footy perhaps, but Telestaff is on Moon's side. And with that, it's, I guess, pretty hard for that expansion to be cancelled. Good job here, Moon, waking up the creeps. eliminating the scout. That's valuable. Although I guess the telestaff is still on cooldown for quite some time. 2-minute cooldown on that item. Got a little critter party going on here. Chaemiko's tech should shortly start. There we go. Tier 2 on the way. 2 minutes behind the Night Elf. That's kind of normal, I guess. Chaemiko definitely on point with these denies. Keeper still far away from 3, which is of course when the dangerous period for the human and especially the footman begins. Kind of cool that he's walling off the main here now with a lumber mill. This is now closed. Neato, neato. Shop coming as well. Blacksmith trying to secure the expansion. Players like Colorful and also other Night Elves would oftentimes like to rush tier 3, Panda second, Bears, and then 50 supply, Bear bust. Against that, you want a couple of towers, but Moon here is playing it more passively. He's going for the earlier counter expansion, and he's going to stay on tier 2 for quite a while longer, I would imagine. And Chaemiko seems to have fully stabilized. Some towers in each base. Infrastructure coming up. Tier 2 soon to finish. Lumber's looking good. How many peasants do we have here? It's like 8 here. And maybe 4 at the expo. Maybe 5. Looks rather healthy. Oh, AM. Chasing for the first kill. Chaemiko hasn't gotten a kill yet. Would love to get that Huntress. Makes it to the safety of the Moonwell, just barely. Gets off a good scout, though. Chaemiko sees tier 3 has not started, so you must know there's an expansion somewhere. As we also have the Panda joining. Keeper returns home to deal with a possible Archmage attack. Not being level 3 here on the Keeper is definitely annoying. Not having the power of level 2 Entangle available right now makes the possibilities for Moon, I would say, rather limited, especially aggressively.
A player's forces are under attack.
Chaemiko, though, with a clean game so far. And this is one of the hardest expansion maps, we have to remember. We see rifles starting to come out, and even a second tower in the main base. Interesting. I wonder if he's setting that up in anticipation of some Zeppelin drop shenanigans already. That's certainly something Moon is sort of known for. Oh, we see the Mountain King returning. Mountain King has sort of fallen out of favor for a lot of humans. Instead, as a second hero, we saw a lot of Blood Mage and Panda. But here's the Mountain King again. Takes a long time compared to the Tavern heroes to come out, and also takes a long time to become effective. Not very strong on level 1 or 2, but on level 3 and 4, and especially 5. Extremely good, specifically against bears. Archmage getting threatened here, but will make it away. Those boots of speed once again proving to be quite nice. Also, gonna work great later on the Mountain King. Dwarf now ready and thirsty for some battle. Grim Thunderbrew, with a name like that, you want to fight. I think that's pretty clear. Early Gyro as well, always great for scouting. And also good for Zeppelin defense, I guess. Panda leveled well though, got to level 3, big heal potion. Chaemiko pushing into upkeep quickly. On Concealed Hill, if the Night Elf has full map control, it can quickly happen that the human here has hardly any creep camps left to go for, especially if the human ends up losing the lab. That's very painful. In an ideal scenario, the human can get the red camp, but here that goes to Moon very clearly, and he gets a great item. Movement speed bonus is going to be wonderful for him with the Legion Doomhorn. The health regen is minimal, but might be a slight help as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 now on the way. Shop is very far forward. in an attack. That one could easily fall, but I imagine Moon is expecting the attack towards the expansion, if any attack was to occur. Chaemiko building a big army here first. Oh! Rifle is stuck in the main. Oh, that's a bit annoying. So the rifle popped out here. That, oh! But he realized it quickly. More teams should open up the way. Items here were Scroll the Beast. Pretty neat for rifles and mortars. Speaking of mortar teams, Dryad's trying to intercept. 1-for-1 trade. Moon is gladly gonna take. Oh. Moon, of course, known for his phenomenal Dryad micro. But yeah, one's gonna go down. Two are gonna go down. Okay, that makes it not that great of a trade anymore, perhaps. Moon sets up the sentry. Seems like he's definitely expecting the push to occur right here, and he seems to be right. 70 supply for Chaemiko. No tier 3 here. Not even a level 3 MK. And in he goes. Big supply lead for Chaemiko. Moon needs to get a lot more bears out, but he doesn't even have master training quite yet. Now it's coming in a moment. Moon has to buy time. Panda level 4. It's very strong. The hero is definitely in favor of the Night Elf. Although the Keeper is still only level 2. Stormbolt on the Panda. Almost surrounded. There's a staff, however, to help out the Brewmaster. That stuff gonna be needed right now. It's all about time. More time to be bought for more bears and for master training. Master training is about to be finished.
Players' forces are under attack.
Rejuve gonna become active shortly. Militia duration has run out. Tier 3 has started for Chaemiko. So, if this push doesn't succeed, he's gonna have a strong Tier 3 follow-up. I like that. But now Moon has to react quickly. Throw the beast. Oh my god, that's so much damage. There is, thankfully, Nature's Blessing. So this tree survives a bit better, a bit longer. If the tree falls, there might be game already. Chaemiko's committing hard to it. Oh, and just really doesn't get it. Nature's Blessing here, the game saver. And there was a lot of kills from Moon. I think he killed 4 mortar teams. 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. And he lost basically nothing in return. Just a bit of repair now needed. And I guess you could say there was a failed attack for Chaemiko. But he's got the tier 3 soon to be added. Third hero Paladin could be good. I'm still a big fan of third hero Alchemist. But I seem to be the only one. Panda solo creeping. This is the star player for Moon's army right here. Keeper is playing the second fiddle. If the Panda gets to 5, we all know how strong that can be. No Sorgs yet, by the way. Okay, now we see some coming. There's also only one Sanctum. Normally it's double Sanctum, but Chaemiko here relying on only single Sanctum production. Which means we got no breakers. Which means kiting is going to be quite difficult for Chaemiko. Also the fact that he still doesn't have a level 3 Mountain King. I would say this game is definitely looking to favor Moon right now. Chaemiko was so close to getting the big kill in the expansion. Only 50 HP on that tree. But it was not to be.
A player's forces are under attack.
Frag shards, big upgrade. Inner fire, big upgrade. But no third hero yet for Chaemiko. He could afford one. Ah, there he is. The holy man with the glorious beard. Paladin. Well, I guess though the MK actually has the more glorious beard. I mean, we don't want to take that away from the dwarves. Their facial hair is a source of their one of the sources of their biggest one of the biggest sources of pride that they have. Is that level 3? I don't think it is quite enough. It's close, but not cigar. And a third base for Moon. If he establishes this one, this game is almost certainly his. No fairy dragons yet? Ah, there we go. Double Ancient of Wind coming in. Fairy Dragons are gonna make things a lot more difficult for Chaemiko. Microing this army perfectly, with basically no front line, against a lot of bears, is very hard. Oh! Paladin pops out, blocking the entrance here just for a little bit. And we have a two-pronged attack. Panda and part of the army into the main, and Keeper towards the expo. Not sure how much... Oh, Jesus Christ. My mouse is going crazy.
A town is under siege.
Okay, there we go. Alright, Moon trying to do damage. Let's get the TP on the Panda. The Keeper also has one. Double TP. He's playing it safe. Oh, that hunter was denied for the tower, I think. But this one goes to Chaemiko. That's finally level 3. And TPing over towards the expansion. Trying to save the economy as best he can. Should be one more Dryad going down. But a lot of time bought for Moon. And with it, the expansion is now almost standing. But no master training yet. Coming now only for the priests. I am a bit skeptical of this single sanctum. I feel like it doesn't give you much flexibility in terms of macro and transition. But Chaemiko is a masterful player, so perhaps I shouldn't doubt him. Setting up new towers at the expo. Moon is trying to go in for another cancel. And he might be in time to cancel those towers exactly. Oh, but the Panda. Ooh, baby. Reaches level 5 at the perfect time.
The town is under siege.
Oh, and there we go. Towers are getting cancelled, and that is painful. Expansion also will be destroyed. There's a new TP on the Archmage. He's going to have to use that sooner rather than later. And now the peasant slaughter continues. Chaemiko's moving forward. He's not going back to defend. No, no. He's got 3 towers in the main. Well, 2 towers at the moment. That might be good enough to hold. And attacking into the main base now. But Moon's army has gotten quite big. We also got hippogriffs coming out now, which actually won't find any targets.
The town is under siege.
The fairy dragons especially are going to be very tough to play against. Bear flank is coming in from the side. Source Resistors are applying the slow. Stormbolt and the Panda trying to control him. MK needs to get marvelous claps here. The first one is good. Fairy dragon starting to morph. So much damage already on Chaemiko. He's got 1 heal scroll, 2 heal scrolls, 3 heal scrolls though. MK tanking a lot of damage right here, trying to hold on to the evil potion for as long as he can. There's the heal scroll. MK's got 1 mana pot as well. Fairy dragons seem to have been dealt with, but the Paladin dies quickly dispatched. Evil potion on the MK. This seems like a good position for Chaemiko. Nicely protected in the back. The Fairy Dragons didn't do too much yet, but that was the last clap for the MK. And without clap, I think that might be it. MK has to fall back. Heal scroll. TP transfer might be necessary. Everything's so hurt here. Is there a staff? There was a staff, but not quite ready in time. Chaemiko has to tap out. GG. The first map goes to Moon. Good game. From both of them, I think. Pretty solid from our 2 contestants, and Chaemiko with a clean early, but that attack towards the expansion and the decision to commit to the tree and then not get it might have been his downfall in the end. Moon finally taking another map. It has been a tough season of the Doubi Cup so far for Moon. Only 2 maps was what he was able to get until today. Now, a 3rd one. This probably was one of the tougher maps for Human. The remaining maps in the pool, some of them should favor Chaemiko much more. Especially Tidehunters has turned out to be quite strong for Humans recently. And hey, that is the 2nd map. Without too much of a surprise. Also, what else? Northern Isles probably. Also a map that Chaemiko will be fond of playing. Because we might potentially see all 7 maps here. It's a best of 7 always, and if we go full distance, we will see all the maps. Players do not have vetoes. here in the Doubi Cup, which is quite unusual. But of course, in the best of 7, that does make sense. And yeah, Chaemiko definitely needs to come back and score here. This is potentially his best map, and he can't drop this one. He needs to keep the series even. And I'm sure he has an idea of what to do better here on map 2. First of all, the expansion will be much, much easier to pull off, and that already will be a big help. We're loading in. What do we have prepared? Is Moon just going to follow the standard with the Keeper? Or does he have something else in mind? I would be very surprised to see Chaemiko moving away from the norm. Archmage Expo tends to do very well here, so I don't believe there's any necessity to move away from the cookie cutter build. For Moon also so far, it is looking very standard. I was hoping perhaps for like a Warden play or something, but that is not in the cards here, it would seem. Archmage and Keeper. No surprise thus far.
A player's forces are under attack.
So normally the way this goes is both players will be trying to expand towards the easy natural creep. And the human, upon reaching tier 3, level 3, excuse me, will want to normally play aggressively. On this map here, it's especially easy to pick up the first 2 camps, and especially if the Archmage gets some good items, he's gonna become quite dangerous. Also, the marketplace can be used to stack up that AM even more with claw circlet gloves. The ring here is not the best start. Yesterday, Chaemiko found a ton of rings. Wait, was it yesterday or was it last week? It was not yesterday. It was last week. And that's of course not what you want to have happen. Gloves now for the AM, okay, but these items definitely subpar. While the Keeper in the meantime find also not the greatest item. Expanding on the spot, wow. Expansion in this position in great danger of getting cancelled. Normally we see the expansion over here where it can be protected much more easily. Very surprised to see this. But so far, Chaemiko isn't going aggressive just yet. Creeping up the Murlocs here. And gonna set up the expansion now. Storm of Intelligence. Alright, thank you. Got lots of vision for Moon on the map. He's got plenty of eyes out. Archmage now pretty close to 3. Keeper needs a bit more. Moon probably knows that he can't achieve too much here. looking at the marketplace, but it's just more rings. Lots of rings so far. Alright, Footy scouting. Sees the tree is not here, but rather at the expo. But maybe the window to cancel it has closed already. Tough to tell. I love the Moonwells. Moonwells kind of leading from the main base to the expansion.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, but this expansion actually works out. Interesting. I thought this might get cancelled here, but no, Moon has the build figured out, knew he could cover it with an aggressive keeper. I like that play. Big last hit. Oh, and Chaemiko gets it. That was very important. If that level 3 here was denied, would have been a much tougher position. One Footy goes down, but the expo is up, and the tower is about to finish. And the lumber is looking quite good for Chaemiko. Tech on Moon's side is faster, but not by much. As you compare the tier 2, it's only a few seconds behind for Chaemiko. And he's level 3 right now, so I think he can be quite satisfied with the position here. Also didn't lose too much yet. Keeper also doesn't quite have the level 3 at the moment, but soon should get it. Gets a bit more experience here. Moon a big fan of selling the TP and getting boots and telestaff, especially on this map. But now, this counterattack is quite dangerous, especially if defend was involved. We don't have defend. Moon with a clean game so far. Didn't lose anything just yet. Archmage needs a dust, I think, if he wants to actually look for some real damage here. Entangle on the water elemental. This would be very valuable experience, but with only one level 1 entangle. Hard to get. Oh! I think that was a deny, right? I think so. Oh! Another deny! Damn! Chaemiko really looking strong with these denies here so far today. Keeper staffs back needs to recover some mana from the Moonwells. Still missing that crucial bit of experience. He sold the gloves and kept the cloak. Interesting. I like that he keeps the ring. This is very good for a frontline second hero. Like Panda or MK. Sock, by the way, recently has been playing a Tinker second, which has been looking pretty good. But I have not seen Chaemiko pick that up yet. My favorite thing to go for, or what I like to see humans go for, is Panda second, Alchemist third. I suggested this to Chaemiko, but seems like he doesn't like it. Lots of archers out now. 6 archers on the field, and I think where's the engine of war? Ah, there it is. Panda second on the Night Elf side. That's no surprise. And a Blood Mage this time for Chaemiko, especially on Tidehunters, where there's a lot of narrow chokes looking towards the late game fights. I think that makes sense. Oftentimes, you can land a wonderful Flame Strike here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Some more footies are going down. The Keeper's closing in on that level 3. He's almost got it. Just needs 1 or 2 more kills. And then he'll have finally that spell. Double Sanctum this time, so breakers will be needed. As there's no MK with Clap to provide the front line, you need something else, and breakers are supposed to be the answer here. That's also where the Panda for the human can be really good, in my opinion. He's just simply a good tank, especially if you throw some bonus armor and HP on him. Footy's being sacrificed here quite liberally, but the Archmage in the meantime is looking for kills as well. Focusing on the shop here, interestingly. Defend the Footies helps protect them. Oh, and the Agent of War was destroyed. Oh, that's big. That means the Panda's gonna have a very tough time here now, continuing to creep. And Chaemiko putting on the screws quite effectively. It's gonna be one more archer going down. Oh, nice deny. Lots of priests at the start, early adept training. Sorks and Breakers to follow, probably. And Siphon on the Archmage to keep up the pressure now, while the Dryad numbers aren't quite there yet. But the Dryads are coming. But they also need time for the upgrade. Good splits against the detonates. The Panda's completely dry. Moon is in serious trouble here. Moon is just getting battered non-stop. Chaemiko keeps sending in reinforcements with the footies and stuff. And it's not letting go. Siphon Mana could provide some more water elementals. And that's good damage against the Dryads. Blood Mage might fall here in the end, but it's only level 1 hero. It's not really that terrible, I guess. Draining these Night Elf heroes very, very well. And now that the Keeper doesn't have mana, I guess he can just run away. He's also got the Cloak, which he could make some plays with later. But keep an eye on that. Another building cancelled. Tier 3 about to finish. Abolish is finally done. And the Blood Mage does fall, but it's going to be an easy revive for Chaemiko. And of course, not only does this cost Moon resources and units and stuff, it's also time where he can't creep. I really like this play by Chaemiko, looking very strong. The Panda is still not level 2, although he is very close.
A player's forces are under attack.
And on the way home, you can go for heal scrolls. 1, maybe 2. Oh, couldn't afford the second. Ooh, that's important. Moon getting the second heal scroll. Chaemiko was just about 100 gold off. This would have been huge had he gotten the second heal scroll as well. Should have perhaps cancelled something in production. A small mistake maybe here by Chaemiko. But Chaemiko might be ready for a push really soon. He's also got lots of lumber, gold, I mean, still left over. Oh, needs to start production here again. 800 gold on the human side. There we go. Production starts now again. Positioning himself in the middle. Archmage also going to pick up some more items. And towers. Alright, here we go. Moon going to be tested severely in just a moment. He's got 60 supply already, but not too many bears. In fact, it's only Dryads. Nothing else. Moon, of course, the master of Dryads. Can he make it work here? We'll see. AP doesn't have the time to finish. The towers are very far forward. Oh, Life is getting caught in the back. Moon is trying to chip away at the human army. Not fully engaging with the Dryads and 2 rifles, but rather pincering the weak outskirts. One Dryad gonna go down here. The tower is a bit exposed at the moment. Moon can try to cancel these towers. Should be successful with at least 1, I guess. Quick repair, though. There's not much damage here. The Dryads trying to put in their piercing damage as well, but the Keeper is in serious trouble. Invul might be needed here in a moment. It's got a bit more mana. Keeper staffing towards the other Dryads. Able to pick up more rifles. Oh, that was a nice play. Heal scroll as well to heal up the Dryads. Picks off 2 rifles. But now 2 guard towers are finished. Especially dealing with those with only Dryads. Very tough. Chaemiko is in fact down in supply. But might be able to take out the expansion right here. 1,200 gold. Oh my goodness. Moon's got so much gold, but he's not able to spend it. Maybe that means that he can lose the expansion here and still rebuild elsewhere strongly.
A player's forces are under attack.
With that, also Archmage gets level 4. Could expand himself here, maybe. Alright, Moon looking for the run by. He knows taking a fight with only Dryads is probably not the wisest call. Chaemiko could TP home here, I guess. He got his objective. He got the expo. Or is he actually going to keep pushing forward? Seems like the latter might be the answer here. Backup expo already coming up. In fact, almost finished. Only will have to walk over. Oh, but this is a lot of damage that the Dryads are causing. Chaemiko, though, doesn't want to be forced to abandon his attack. He's also doing good damage himself. Taking out the Moonwell. May have taken out the lore as well, but no, now he's gonna TP home finally. Oh, almost blocking in on the Dryads. Whew, that was close. And no rifles here in this army, so the Dryads actually not taking much damage. Oh, didn't even have to deny that one. Okay, 2 Dryads go down. In the end. Level 2 for the Blood Mage. Lots of gold still on Chaemiko, and of course lots of gold's income also still. Now we also have workshop units coming out soon. But Moon, still with a big army. Soon again with an expansion. But still without any bears. Only Dryads. If Chaemiko wants to be safe against the Dryad run-bys, he will need to have a lot of towers. Scourge Bone Chimes being found here is literally useless. Not a single melee unit in this human army. Keeping the Dryads again, looking for an opening. But they're all kind of hurt, not much mana, so this is mostly a distraction, I guess. Scroll of the Beast, also a very unfortunate find. Or Moon. Cannon Tower. That's kind of cute. Against Dryads, I guess that can be really good. It takes a long time to upgrade, right? Or does it... Does it take longer? Or the same amount to upgrade? I think it takes longer. I'm not even sure. Alright, Moon managed to buy more time while the Panda's creeping. Now he's level 4. And we all know how dangerous he becomes on level 5. Blood Mage now, level 3 as well. And we have a Zeppelin. Okay. Tier 3 for Chaemiko. Again, late tier 3 addition for the human. Problem is, he doesn't have much lumber here. Especially at the expo. Lumber harvesting doesn't seem to be very efficient. Not too many peasants left in the main. So it won't be too easy for him to afford those tier 3 upgrades. While Moon is still running across the map. Creating space, buying time, one of the big strengths for Moon. Always has been. If the cannon tower hits the Dryads, it's a lot of damage.
A town is under siege.
And it is Flame Strike level 2, by the way. Won't be useful against the Dryads.
A player's forces
But against buildings and wisps, it can be quite magnificent. I oftentimes wonder, aren't humans undervaluing masonry upgrade? Masonry upgrade? Like at least one level. It helps a lot, right? It's bonus armor and bonus HP on every building. It's not that expensive. But maybe they feel they need the lumber for other upgrades. Because of course, in this case here specifically, lumber is pretty low. But Chaemiko isn't finding the time to move across the map to go for a big push. The Panda has crept up so much in the meantime, almost on level 5. Oh, he's gonna get level 5 right here. Wonderful play by Moon. How he's able to buy so much time just with the Keeper and Dryads. Maybe Chaemiko just has to ignore this little hit squad and move across the map finally. He's got 2 heal scrolls. And decent levels. The Panda is now on level 5 and we have the next expansion coming up. And keep in mind, this is one of the strongest maps for human. If Chaemiko doesn't win here, it will start to look quite bleak for the human. Bit of Treen Terrace here once again, but with 3 towers, I think this should be cleaned up pretty easy. Invis on the Blood Mage, interesting. And getting the next heal scroll. How many does Moon have is the question. 1 on the Panda, none on the Keeper, so big heal scroll advantage now. Very clearly, for Chaemiko. We don't have frag shards yet, do we? Do we? No, we don't. Chaemiko also, lots of gold, by the way. Forgetting about the frag shards. Oof. And again, the low lumber means that he can't afford all those tier 3 upgrades. Only 1-1 on the breakers. No inner fire yet. So the tier 3 hasn't even paid off yet so far.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, but the tree gets found and destroyed. But it's again time bought for just simply more mining. Moon's got lots of gold himself. If he had wins ready, he could go into high upkeep right now. Oh, we don't have any wins so far. More breakers. More mortars. Chaemiko is the one going into high upkeep. He had lots of gold. Needs that frag shot upgrade though. It's so strong, so beneficial. He's also gonna have 6 mortar teams at least. Flare first. Okay. I think Flare's pretty cheap, right? How much is it? Like 50-50 or something? Maybe a bit more. The Dryad run by, looking for an opening once again, and there's only 2 towers in the main base. This one could be cracked, honestly. 100 supply for Chaemiko. But I think he just forgot about the frag shards. He has the resources to start upgrading it. And such a big upgrade. All those mortars.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he has it now, right? Yeah, okay. He does have it now, alright. When there's all these sparkles going on, that means frag shards are ready. Has he had it this whole time? Am I just blind? Okay, I may have been just blind. Sorry. But Moon always seems to be perfectly controlling Chaemiko on the map. Always moving him, maneuvering him where he wants. It's gonna be a big fight, boys. Close to 100 supply on both sides. Tree of Life, by the way, starting here once again. Chaemiko just wants to have a straight up fight with a simple front line. But Moon, of course, doesn't want to allow that. Wants to set up 2 sides of attack, a pincer movement. With Dryads coming in from both sides and also a couple of bears. We don't have too many bears, though, to be honest. Alright, Chaemiko finds his way towards the expansion. Moon could let this one go, honestly, considering he's got a backup here. But in we go. Panda runs in, Drunken Haze with a fire. Did you just dodge the Drunken Haze? Almost. It just landed, still landed on some of the units. But now Chaemiko is in a decent position. More teams protected nicely in the back. It would seem that Moon can't win this fight, but he's trying to do as much damage as he can first. Heat Scroll used on both sides. Flame Strike coming in. 2 more hit scrolls available for Chaemiko. We have none left on the Night Elf side. Oh, and the Dryas are getting splattered to pieces. Blood Mage in the front line, a bit of trouble as well. Still has the Inmo Potion though, holding on to it. Falling back. I like the ring, I like the boots. Everything to keep the Blood Mage healthy. This expansion is certainly going to fall. The Regen Scroll was ready right after the disengage, so now everything's healing on the human side. Nice attack by Chaemiko. This fight certainly goes to him. And he's got a big force still left over, and he's got plenty of mortar teams to continue the pressure. Oh, there's a Healthstone right here! What? Oh! What happened here? Chaemiko thankfully picks up that gift. Very nice to have on a Blood Mage indeed. Moon kind of fumbly-bumbly, forgetting about that item. Keep her close to 5, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, the Flame Strike. Looking quite good. Panda trying to connect, but the breaker front line is perfect. Look here, everything's in hold position. Just holding position, trying to block the Panda. Here's Scroll committed again. More teams shelling away from the back with so much damage. Max damage of 111. And when they connect against the Dryads especially, it's just a slaughter. 6 more teams still alive. Flame Strike, ooh, gets rid of those wisps real quick. Bloodmage close to level 4 as well. That Siphon's gonna get stronger soon. Also, Chaemiko. He had to work for this game, for this map. But now he seems to be in the winning position quite clearly. Tree of Life, Tree of Eternity, I should say. Taking a beating. 7 mortar teams? No, 6 mortar teams. That is quite a lot. No fairy dragons, very surprising. Oh my god. The mortar shells. Archmage! Jesus Christ. Invis, but then still pulling the TP. So many of the bears extremely hurt. Oh my goodness. Moon would love to have tranquility right now, but unfortunately the keeper is still far, far away from that. Moon still has 2 mining bases. No, never mind. Main has expired. Oh, and Chaemiko stopped mining in high upkeep. Okay, that's pretty cool. Doesn't want to give up so much money to upkeep. He hasn't lost many units, to be honest. 95 supply still for Chaemiko. Waiting to drop back below 80 to continue mining again. Oh. That bears a freebie. And the Archmage is about to hit level 5. Upon which I imagine he's going to go Aura. Moon going for the counterattack. That seems smart. Frag Charge, by the way, also works on cannon towers. In case you guys didn't know. So, this cannon tower also doing a good bit of damage. Also against his own buildings, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Panda, though, doesn't have much difficulty breaking the towers. Chaemiko will have to retreat, I guess. Just barely had enough gold for the TP. Taking out a lot of movements in the meantime. Moon is going to be super supply blocked. In fact, how many buildings does he have left? I think this is the only one. Moon is quickly running out of buildings. And he can never win a fight, so... winning this game... Oh, and Moon can't TP away! Because he doesn't have a tree. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Dragon Haze by the Fire was extremely well positioned, but... no follow-up. Staff out. The Panda. Oh! Oh, he's here. Okay, interesting. The Agent of Lore is hiding inside the trees. Okay, but Moon is not gonna try to play this one out. GG. And 1-1. Chaemiko gets the revenge here, which was very much needed. Needs to keep this series even and needs to score on its strong maps, of which Tidehunters certainly counts towards. So now Moon is gonna have his map choice, and strong Night Elf maps normally considered Amazonia and Echo Isles, especially if you play a good Warden. At Northern Isles. No, wait, Northern Isles is for human. Never mind. Moon has the choice here. We've only seen Keeper so far. That still seems to be the most reliable hero for Night Elf, especially in this matchup. And without much surprise, map number 3 will be Amazonia indeed. Always a Night Elf favorite. And also a map where Moon used to play Warden a lot. With a quick level 2, couple of items being picked up, possibly even with a Naga second. Moon was playing the Warden quite a bit here. But that also seems to have run out of fashion, maybe. We'll see what Moon has prepared here. Humans nowadays don't seem to be so versatile in their strategies anymore, so A fast expansion is, I guess, what we can expect here once again. Not too long ago, Chaemiko tried to play one base tower push tier 1. I remember that game, and that did not work at all. Thank you, by the way, Loafer Lol with a 12-month resub. Says, hey, great to see these players duke it out. Thanks for covering these good memories. Thank you very much, my man. The support is very much appreciated. Map number 3. Who's going to take the lead in this game? Amazonia. A map that many tournaments aren't running anymore. But here, we will get to see it. Alright, you guys want predictions? I'm going to do predictions. Let's go. So, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It is the Warden. Alrighty. Moon still trusting in the Warden here. I need to get a drink of water real quick. I'll be right back.
Players' forces are under attack.
Warden starting off with a circlet. Oh, but he denied one of the creeps. Aye, that is not good. Chaemiko going for an instant expansion. Wisp coming in, trying to detonate against the Watch Elemental. Successful. There's a second one. Wisp number 2 getting pushed away by the Archmage. The Warden, if she can get the last set, that would be huge. That would be a way to recover. Doesn't get it, though. She does get level 2. Killing off the Watch Elemental. But the AM also reaches level 2. Scroll the Beast. Definitely the worst item here for Chaemiko. But he pops it. Even it's not that effective just to push away this small Knight of Force right now. And the expansion is coming up. Did any peasants die here? I think no peasants died, right? This is looking like a great early game for Chaemiko so far. What's Moon gonna do? Hunter's Hall? No tech yet. But it might be starting soon. Archer on the way to the Merc camp. This could be a mercenary pull right here. One more Archer also over here. Chaemiko creeping up a bit more, trying to get closer to level 3. Doesn't have a dust yet, by the way. Couldn't get to the shop here so far, so Shadow Melt is still very effective. Warden looking for the fan, doing more damage to the peasants. One more fan could result in quite some kills, but Chaemiko with great peasant micro. And the footy standing next to the peasant so that the Warden, if she uses Blink Fan, the Veronise might just connect on those peasants.
A player's forces are under attack.
Chaemiko controlling this very well so far. Here's the fan. And one peasant goes down, but only a single peasant lost is actually wonderful for Chaemiko. Now, the mercenaries are joining, and that makes things a lot tougher for Chaemiko. He needs more footies quick. And he's forgetting about footy production here a little bit at the moment. But,
A player's forces are under attack.
Archmage needs to get to the shop, buy some boots and dust, I guess. And a circlet, okay. No footies still. Oh, mercenaries pulled again. Whoa! That's a lot of mercs. I think Chaemiko saw the mercenaries, so he must know this is all about defense right now. There's no tech still. Alright, I guess that means Moon is very, very all in. Archmage in trouble now. There's Shadow Strike. Superpower build on the shop. Warden doesn't have too many spells left. Trying to avoid the Arcane Tower. We have a Guard Tower coming already. It was an early Lumber Mill after all. More footies on the way, but it's very hard now to hold on with Chaemiko right here. Archmage healing cancelled thanks to the Huntress. Huntress may have to sacrifice herself. And the APs are coming. Lots of militia running in from the main. No mining at all at the moment. This might be a wise move to go for. Oh, but the militia can't actually force the cancel on the APs. And the dust reveals the Huntress, but these APs finishing is going to make things quite tough. Chaemiko needs maybe a second barracks. Seems like he definitely needs defend. Of course, affording all these things, towers, shop, defend, pretty hard to do. One more footy goes down. With that, the Warden's getting very close to level 3. This all-in might certainly work for the Night Elf. The mercenary army still pretty dangerous. Huntress is returning, and the Warden now 1 kill away only from that level 3. Oh, tower in the main definitely gonna get cancelled. There's too much piercing damage. Can't hold on against that. And the Warden is gonna reach a level 3 here in just a moment. Archmage has the boots. These help him immensely to get away from the Warden and the Shadow Strike. We have glaives coming? Yes, we do. Second Ancient of War glaives on the way. Chaemiko starts the tech, which I find a bit dangerous. But that means if you lose the expansion, he can still stabilize on 1 base. So this is also a bit of a backup play. And insurance. This tower is still not finished, by the way. Could easily get cancelled once again. Archmage, the only one defending at the expansion right now. I'm not sure if he can do it by himself. Oh, I am leaving the expansion right now. Looking for maybe some glaives that he can target. Now it's about buying time for Chaemiko, I think. It feels like this expansion is lost. Can't be saved anymore. But just try to get as much gold out of it as you can, and then secure on 1 base.
A player's forces are under attack.
It is only level 1 Shadow Strike, right? Yeah. Warden didn't choose the second skill point, the third skill point yet. Still a dangerous game for this Archmage and a dangerous game for Chaemiko. Trying to make it to the shop again. TP out. Trying to save all the peasants. The expansion has to be sacrificed. The game's not over yet. Moon was stuck on tier 1 here for a long time. Only now the tier 2 tech starts. Oh, that peasant. Ooh. Every peasant here is valuable. For militia especially. Altar being remade in the back for Chaemiko. He doesn't have room for a blacksmith, which is quite problematic. And the glaives still firing away. Chaemiko needs to wait for some healing here to be done. And what else is the question? He's looking at the farms. He's getting supply stuck. Damn, the overlay was wrong. Sorry about that. It was
Player's forces are
wondering what that was. Archmage! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Chaemiko.
The town is under siege.
Mountain King or Blood Mage, both could be very good as a second hero here. But Chaemiko is so supply blocked, it's not even funny. Mass Militia have been called, and with that, the Night Elf has to run away, at least for the time being. Heat Scroll and Invuln purchased. Archmage still at level 3. Level 3 also would be a big help.
Are under attack.
Warden! Oh my god, almost surrounded there. If she gets surrounded here, she dies. Whew. That was a moment of panic. AP still at the expansion. Could bring them here, maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shredder also for Moon. I really don't know who this game is looking better for right now. I would say a bit better for Moon, maybe. But the problem for Moon is he's got a lot of units that are going to be very weak in the late game. Glaives, Hunts, and even Mercs to some extent. Still no second hero. What's it gonna be? Panda could also be good. But it is the Blood Mage.
A player's forces are under
As the AM is trying to finally get his very much needed level 3. We still don't have a Sanctum, by the way. We don't have a Blacksmith, so it's only footies at the moment. Oh, and only 4 peasants in the gold mine. That hurts a bit. AP's eating into the forest. Very interesting. Right here, they're very tough to take out.
A player's forces are under attack.
As the wardens continuing to creep up and get level 4. We still don't have defend, by the way. Warden can easily look for some kills here. Chaemiko scouting the main, but I think it's too late for a cancel. Seems like Chaemiko is not really finding much footing anymore in this game. Oh, wait, does he get the cancel here? No, right? I don't believe so. With a bit of repair, this should be fine. Oh, staffs home the Shadow Priest for Abolish. That's kind of cute. Cost a lot of Moonwell mana, though. Blood Mage now creeping up, gonna get that level 2 soon. Flame Strike against this army could be pretty good. Priest now coming. Finally, we got a Blacksmith somewhere. No, we don't. Wait, what?
A player's forces are under attack.
No, we don't. Long rifles can be upgraded without a Blacksmith. Chaemiko going for a banish, though. If he could banish the Berserkers, that would be pretty good. But then again, there might be the spell. We'll see. Ancient of War and Glaive creeping at the natural. That's pretty cute. Finally now, Blacksmith coming for Chaemiko. Continue to creep up here. Oh, the Banished Enforcers become invis again. LOL. I never knew that. Item on the ground. Boots of Quel'Thalas is not going to go to the Warden. Chaemiko has to TP out. Can't face this army yet. Chaemiko seems to be playing this whole game kind of from behind.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blood Mage close to level 3. The level 2 Siphon will be quite helpful. But it also needs some damage. Where is the damage? Rifles. They are supposed to bring that damage, but only now does rifle production start. Look at that. Ancient of War in front of the APs. Almost impossible to take out. Which means that it's almost impossible to expand here. Smart plays by Moon. And the level 3 Fan of Knives is very dangerous now. Moon definitely seems to be in a very strong position right now. He's gonna get tier 3 and bonus experience for the Warden. And if the Warden ever gets level 6, Chaemiko has no chance anymore. His tech and economy is way too weak to deal with a Warden ultimate. A lot of damage here from the Warden. Takes out the priest right away. But remember, the army for the Night Elf is pretty weak. It's basically only the Warden who's strong. Getting Siphon at the moment, but it's only level 1 Siphon right now. Militia have been called, but where are they going? Moon is again buying time, just running around the bend over and over. This Berserker could be killed, maybe. Not yet. I think he used the Banish to prevent the damage. Because the Fan of Knives is enhanced physical damage, not magic damage, so it doesn't hit ethereal targets. That was almost level 2. Level 3, I mean, for the Blood Mage. And the nice save right there. Moon now going into Bear. He's going to have a big army soon. He had a nice bank right there, ready to be spent. Chaemiko climbed back up to 50 supply. And gets the level 3 right here. Items are whatever. Oh, and the glaives! Ready for the drop. The Warden comes and just got 1 fan. And it's going to be good damage. Oh, actually getting burned by the tower. Slight mistake there. Really trying to take out that workshop, but it's a lot of repair. All the peasants, literally all of them. Now we got the gyro out. That means the Zeppelin should be getting dealt with sooner or later. Moon again playing wonderful movement here. Just showing wonderful movement. Buying more and more time. And he's gonna have those sturdy bears out real soon. And the expansion finishing. All the cards now in Moon's hands. Chaemiko. Hard to imagine I was gonna win this game still. And there's a timer on him. Warden now can also pick up the orb if she's got the gold, which she almost has. We get a Wellspring upgrade real quick. And the 3rd ammo upgrade. Wow. 2-3 upgrades already.
Town is under siege.
On one base. 2-3 upgrades. That is ridiculous. Moon looking very strong here in this position. Chaemiko's army not quite that big yet. Militia being called. Chaemiko knows he has to take out the expansion. Otherwise, there's no chance. Warden, of course, doesn't have Blink, so dealing with the Siphon is pretty tough for her. Moon, walking away from the fight, is perhaps just going to give up the expansion. Tinker second. Oh, I like that. With cluster rockets, you have a very good way of stopping Siphon. And that must be the purpose here. Banish against the bears, limiting the DPS that Night Elf is going to have to play with. Couple of footies, couple of rifles. It's a hodgepodge army here from Chaemiko. Siphon, but here's the cluster rockets. Cluster rockets have a very low cooldown, so you can deal with a low cooldown Siphon quite well. And there it is again. Love the Tinker choice. Heal scroll committed. That was the only heal scroll for Chaemiko. And basically everything on Moon's side is still very healthy. Warden has now been drained pretty much entirely. Fight's not over yet here, I guess. Better sustain might be on the human with the priest heal. Hard to tell. A lot of bears, still pretty healthy for Chaemiko. Everything is dropping real low. One more team goes down, the second one almost as well. The warden got back to the main, healed up once more, and it is indeed GG. Moon wins map 3 with his warden play. Chaemiko unable to hold the expansion. I wonder if there was a mistake there that he made. He stopped footy production for a good while. That perhaps a problem, and never having defense certainly didn't help him either. Moon takes the 2-1 lead. And we have a nice back and forth here today. Last couple of days in the Doubi Cup were pretty one-sided, we gotta say. But this day proves to be a close one. So far, at least. If Moon wins the next map as well, he's gonna reach match point and he's gonna have a very good chance of winning his first series here. So it's important for Chaemiko to tie up the series now, next on map 4. And he's gonna have loser's choice to pick a good map for himself. And I imagine Northern Isles should be the call. Indeed. Thank you, Nerd Factor, with the 7-month resub. Says, keep up the good work. By the way, looking for 800 to 900 range partners to train. If you're looking for training partners, check out the Discord of W3 Champions. You can find the invitation link on their homepage, w3champions.com. I think that's the best way to find some mates. Or also Warcraft Gym. The Warcraft Gym also a very good way to get in touch with fellow players. And thank you, Shaka, with the first time sub. Welcome. And El Turicano, 30-month resub, says, oh boy, 2.5 years, at least as much to come. Hell yeah. Thank you. Yes, I'll pay out the points, boys. Predictions. Map number 4, we go back to a human-favored map. Northern Isles has always been really good for the humans because of how easy it is to reach level 2 and get the expansion up at the same time. You guys want new predictions? Wait, is it already running? No. We'll make a new one. Alright. Get your bets in now, people shake. Moon bottom left, starting with Keeper. Yes. And a fast expo creep. I kind of like that. That means he's going to be able to counter-expand very fast. Not quite as fast as Chaemiko, of course. But pretty fast. Scout footy gonna be pretty important here for Chaemiko. Wants to figure out what's going on. When creeping this camp, you can't go Entangle. You have to go Treants. I'm pretty sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and Chaemiko is not taking the expansion first. He's going for the green in the beginning. It's a bit unusual. Normally you see Expo creep first. Gloves of Haste for the Archmage. If he also finds Claws +9, that would be huge. Wait, is Chaemiko playing one base? Is he going to play Tower Push? What's going on here? Pendant for the Keeper is marvelous. Items for the Archmage are okay. Not grand though. He's got a bit more attack speed. Okay, and it will be the expansion here in the end, but Moon's got his tree already coming up, so Moon's position looking quite decent. Wait, are these stuck? No. So Chaemiko playing a slow expansion, wants to get level 3 fast and reliably before setting up the expo. Good scout by Moon. He sees the timing precisely, knows what's going on, and knows that he's safe with his expansion. Dude, this tree might finish before the town hall. Wait, what? Oh, look at Chaemiko! Change of plans, baby! Wait, what's going on?
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, Chaemiko tried to dodge the scout, but the illusion. Moon's scouting here just absolutely perfect. You can wake up the creeps. Wake up the creeps. Chaemiko's playing an all-in tower push. What the hell? Is this Fortitude playing? Since when does this happen? Lots of West coming out for the detonate. 1, 2. And the militia are kind of lagging behind. We have a lot of peasants. And lots of Agents of War coming up already. Alright. Alright, Chaemiko with a very aggressive stance. This is something he doesn't present often. Here he does, certainly. Couple of archers out already, and there is detection on the Archmage. Dust and sentry wards. Towers are coming. Good old tower push. We don't see it much of anymore nowadays. Keeper 3 would be big for level 2 Treants to deal with this tower push. Chaemiko's denies again looking good. 1 arcane, 2 guard towers. Ancients of War are about to finish though. Oh, I like that. Moon is TPing back behind the Ancients of War as they finish. And now he's got some frontline wood shield from the AOWs. Lots of towers coming, but not quite finished yet. Archers would love to take these out. Expansion was, of course, cancelled, by the way. Now the Keeper gets level 3, finally. Picks and Tangle right away. May want to try to go for the Archmage kill. Oh! Is that enough? Is that enough to take out the AM? The TP was sold. The AM drops low. The AM below 100. But does survive, just barely. But might be forced to leave this push. And abandon it to only the footies and peasants. And towers, obviously. AM comes back in. Wants to summon another Watch Elemental. Very stressful, very close. Ancient of War, though, goes down. Only 1 Ancient of War's left. AM over on the other side. Summon the new Watch Elemental. We've got 4 towers standing now. And the second Ancient of War dropping makes things very tough. I like this shop here coming up in the back. And this may have worked. Moon, was he perhaps too greedy with this fast expansion? I don't know. Could have tried to root the Ancients of Wars next to the towers. Oh, this time the AM must be dead. But he was denied, and the towers are still standing. Level 2 Archmage doesn't take that long to revive. And these kinds of pushes are especially difficult to hold once it turns daytime, when the Moonwell region stops, and that is going to be very soon. More and more towers coming. I feel reminded of Infi The tower push meta has not been seen for a long time, and it's certainly still not meta, but we see it very rarely sprinkled in nowadays. And I think that's kind of cool. We all don't want to see tower pushes every game like we used to in the past, but if it's played every now and then, rarely, it's kind of cool. Archmage soon to be back. The Keeper got some more kills on the towers and the footies and stuff with the archers. But healing. Healing is the big problem now for Moon, and a lot of archers are falling. Glaives being made. Can those glaives break the towers, though, is the question. Archmage comes back. Still far away from level 3, by the way. Oh, AP ready in the back as well. I like the rebuilding that Moon here is showing in the back. The thing is, all these towers aren't in range for the Tree of Life, so Moon still has plenty of time to break this, although it's not easy. Archers now getting flooded in the back. These ones seem to be doomed with certainty. We got the 2 glaives ready. Would love to see a damage upgrade as well. Archers fall, but partly denied. Archmage still not level 3. Level 3 AM would be huge. A lot of peasant repair. And they out-healed? They out-repair the glaive damage, I guess. In the meantime, the Tree of Life is getting threatened. But once these 2 guard towers finish, things are going to get a lot more difficult for Moon. Oh, and the Keeper. And the Keeper, close to falling, staffing out. Just barely getting out of there. With hardly any health. But how is he going to heal now? Seems almost impossible. Chaemiko, with the rarely seen tower push, seems to be winning this game. If the Tree of Life falls, that must certainly be it. And that's about to occur. Tier 1 tower push, boys. As if it was 2010, leading to victory. Chaemiko wins map number 4 and ties up our series. Nice to see. The little human cheese is rarely seen nowadays, but here it worked out quite well. And finally, we have an even series. A nice back and forth. We are now at 2-2. And the next map is going to be quite indicative of the rest of the series. The match point and the lead in the series here will give a big advantage to whoever plays it, player claims it. And the map for this will be Last Refuge. And I would say this is a rather balanced map. It can be very tough for the human if he plays fast expansion into a Beastmaster. But that's the reason why normally nowadays humans don't go for a fast expansion if it's a Beastmaster. And that, hence, is the reason why Night Elves don't go Beastmaster normally anymore. Chaemiko showing his willingness to play super aggressive. Chaemiko really hard to predict nowadays. He's really good with expansions, with tier 2 pressure plays, even late game tier 3 transitions, something he's strong with, and even now, the tier 1 base all in with towers. So his repertoire has grown quite immensely, and he's capable of playing all sorts of strategies. Kind of like TH and Infi in the past, who also were able to play all sorts of different strats. Moon spawning in the top right is indeed deciding to go for a Beastmaster. Neutral hero build, which I'm always a fan of. Beastmaster on this map specifically, and only on this map, very strong. Because the Beastmaster with the summons, especially the bear, allows you to creep this merc camp early to get a fast level 2, big item, and mercenary support. It is extremely good early game tempo, and a strong Beastmaster on level 3 quickly can also be very good. So, in the past, humans, even against the Beastmaster here, still would fast expand and would try to hold on against Beastmaster level 3 and mercs. And it's very, very, very tough to do. If you make one mistake, you lose the game right away. And yeah, that is very hard to pull off. So for that reason, most humans nowadays, upon scouting the Beastmaster, will not go for an expansion, but rather play one base. One base, rifles, with a push later on. And oftentimes also a Blood Mage or maybe a Mountain King. This was the latest state of the meta here on Last Refuge. So this is kind of what I'm expecting to see, unless there was some new development. Archmage comes out. He's going for the green first. And there we go. Now, Chaemiko knows. Used the footy to scout. Saw the Ancient of War. And seeing it here does tell him right away that this must be a Beastmaster. Right? Moon is thinking about it. Yeah, okay. Beastmaster. Gish, Eagle Eye. Normally, Bear first here would be the skill point. Oh, footy pulling the creeps as well. Moon is playing it safe at the moment. Not going for the big camp yet. He knows the AM will be aggressive, who found the claws as well, by the way. And indeed, Chaemiko will be attacking. It's not going to go into the fast expansion play. But Moon reacts nicely. If he had started this merc camp, he would have exposed himself to a lot of issues here. But no, he takes it slow. And is probably going to have to start teching in a moment. Yep. Both players starting the tech. AM gets level 2. Replenish potion, very nice. And Moon is taking his time. Scouting with the bear. Great item for this Archmage, wow. Basically perfect items. But the footies now all quite hurt. Moon wants to push away his opponent. And have time to creep the mercenary. Footies on the other side. AM getting kind of chased. But now reaching around the bend, having time to let this replenishment potion work. And that's doing a good job indeed. Beastmaster gets level 2. Even game so far. Good back and forth between the two. Oh, Chaemiko's looking for a sandwich. Footies on the one side, Archmage on the other. Would love to pick up some archers here. But doesn't have a dust, so finding these kills isn't so easy.
A player's forces are under
Blacksmith
attack.
coming. And he's got defend as well. Very effective here against archers and quill beasts. Gets a bit more experience from the bear. Archmage getting closer to level 3. These two items are so good for the early game. And also, of course, good for the later stages. Moon certainly being slowed down here. Doesn't have the freedom to creep like he wanted. Watch Elemental walk up the creeps. If the Ancient of War falls, that's a big problem. Moon is trying to pull the aggro away from the Ancient of War, but I think it's gonna fall. Moon didn't repair. Oh, that's a big kill. That's a huge kill for Chaemiko. Moon is gonna have a much tougher time now, continuing to creep. With the Beastmaster and summons, he can still do it. He could, for example, creep this camp. They certainly can't creep the Merc camp. Not right now. It's going to be a fast level 3 for the Archmage. Whoa. Wonderful trifecta here for the Archmage. And now on level 3 also very strong. Reaches tier 2. Blood Mage coming. And a Sanctum. Wait, what was the prediction? Ah, I forgot the payout, right? Map 4 was Chaemiko. True. Okay. Alright, can't do a prediction here. We're too late into the game already. But for the next map, I guess we can. Demon Hunter 2nd. Would be great against the Mountain King. I guess, Blood Mage, however, not that good. Reason being, Blood Mage is especially effective against melee heroes, because of course they always have to run into range of Siphon. So normally, upon seeing a Blood Mage, you want to go Naga to have a hero that doesn't get countered so easily. But Demon and Beastmaster are both melee, so the Blood Mage is going to have a great time. Beastmaster now giving solo experience to the Demon. Hasn't quite reached level 3 yet. I would say this game is starting to look better and better for Chaemiko. Not the greatest item here for him. One of mana stealing. That's something he pretty much has already. Everything very hurt here though. Is Chaemiko really gonna push with these vulnerable forces? Perhaps he will. Rifle upgrade. Finishing here momentarily. It might be time to call the boys. 46 supply for Chaemiko. Heal scroll, invuln. The item's looking good. Oh, who's gonna get the item? Who's gonna get the item? Oh, the Blood Mage can steal it! Oh, it's Healer Wards! Oh, Team Hunter dies. Yikes. Yikes! That hurt. Moon in a very tough position. Chaemiko has played a marvelous early counter Beastmaster play. Reacting in the modern strong fashion against the Beastmaster. Not expanding, but rather playing one base and aggressive. And Moon just got outplayed on map 5 here. And maybe it's time for Moon to get with the times and also start playing Keeper on this map like some others have. Which is a bit sad. Because Beastmaster plays are always fun to see, and you know, adds a bit of versatility. But Chaemiko takes this one, takes the lead in the series, now one map only away from getting his first W. Moon's drought might continue. Moon at the moment 0 and 4, now one map away from being 0 and 5. Tough season. Very tough season so far. Of course, with 8 players participating, every player is going to have 7 matches, 7 play days. And Moon might end up being 0-5. Moon, Chaemiko, and Sok, all 3 of them, have had it quite rough. For the next game that we're going to have later, by the way, Lin versus Sok, I am very worried for Sok, to be honest. Because Sok's shape doesn't seem to be the greatest currently. And Lin is goddamn strong right now. And of course also always, especially against human, a magician. Or a shaman, if you will. If we want to keep with the orcish theme. Predictions, yes. I will do the predictions momentarily. I know how addicted you guys are to the Gamba. Map 6 will be Echo Isles. And Echo Isles means coin flip for Night Elf. Because if you spawn on the right side, you have a safe merc camp creep, and on the left, you don't. It's always a bit odd that you have to rely on RNG here on Echo Isles. But that's the way it is. Alright, prediction is out. Go nuts. And Moon is taking the risk. He's still going for the Ancient of War here, aware of the fact that if a Militia Scout was to occur, he would lose this AOW. But Chaemiko is deciding not to play the Militia Scout, so it's gonna end up without catastrophe here for Moon. And that should be a Warden first then. The thing is, if Chaemiko expects a Keeper, he will go Archmage. If he expects a Warden, he probably goes Mountain King. So he might have the wrong read here. Yeah, Archmage. And yeah, I think he was expecting a Keeper. I think he was expecting Moon to play it safe with an Ancient of War here or down here, and to play Keeper instead of Warden. Instead here it is Archmage now. And I think that is a good starting sign for Moon. Especially with MK first, you normally want to play an instant expansion. Chaemiko will either do that or creep the Merc Camp first. Both options are available to him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Footy Scout now being sent out, trying to harass that Merc creep. Good scout again by Moon, always figuring out right away what's going on. Militia? Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Footy arrives, could try to steal the Shadow Priest, perhaps. But no, Chaemiko doesn't really have the resources for this. Gonna be forced away. Clean creep for Moon. It's gonna get a level 2 here right away. This item can make a big difference. Pendant of Energy. Hallelujah. One of the best items that the Warden can hope for. Archmage, also with the circlet, will be satisfied.
A town is under siege.
And Warden now looking for a bit of peasant harass. Chaemiko normally extremely good at controlling and saving his peasants. Does this tower wall off the peasants? I think it does, right? Warden could blink in if she wants. Oh, second tower must be added, I guess. All the peasants pretty hurt, but all of them survive. It's also time for the counter expansion to come up. Tree of Life started right now, very early. And the tech delayed for a little bit. Could start right here. Warden wants to pick up boots and telestaff, so selling the TP. Boots also, no boots, only the dust. Oh, and the mercs come in. Oh, more pressure against these peasants. Chaemiko under threat right now. Water Elemental getting dispelled. The Fountain of Knives is going to be big. Ooh, nice attack by Moon. One peasant falls. Two peasants fall. Third peasant might be going down. Oh, there's a lot of damage. Fountain of Knives is cooling down. Oh my goodness. 5 peasants dead. Yikes. Warden now trapped, but she's got the telestaff. Gets back. Now she's trapped here. She doesn't have blink. Okay, that's pretty funny.
A player's forces are under attack.
Warden was a nasty girl. She's on the timeout stairs right now. Naughty Warden. That's a big delay on the expo, and that also hurts the lumber economy immensely for Chaemiko. Very strong start. And it was the Merc Steel that did it. The Merc Steel over here at the Merc camp by Moon, giving him the big edge here. Warden already level 3. Getting a bit more experience here, and a heck of a start for Moon. Moon in a good position here to win this game, but we are far from GG. It is certainly a good lead, but Chaemiko still has chances to bring this one back. More and more footies dying every now and then. Chaemiko looking for the Tree of Life, but that one is hard to bring down. Knows he can't commit to the tree. Looking for other targets. Hunter's Hall cancel would be big, but it's pretty far along already. Oh, this might be a TP forest, eh? Water Elemental block. Footy block. Alright. AM gets away. Footy gets killed, though I think that was a deny.
A player's forces are under attack.
This pendant has been very good. More experience for the Warden. She's got one more Shadow Strike. And this is the Warden show. Oh my god. Look at the footies. Bodyguards for the Archmage. Oh, that was cute. Dust? Oh, but that, I mean, there's a staff. She should always get out. Chaemiko's got no lumber, which shouldn't be a surprise. All those peasants having to be pulled from the main. Lumber mill should definitely be added here. Warden very close now to level 4. He's looking for that Shadow Strike.
A player's forces are under attack.
And there she gets to level 4. Oh, but a surround! Nicely done. It's going to be valuable experience for the Archmage. Does he get it? Yes. Getting closer to 3. Lumber mill coming up now. This one does seem to be a bit too late. MK started right away. Lumber for Chaemiko. Very, very low now. Panda second early for Moon. Okay. He's not going to rely on the solo Warden show. Oh, another surround! What? He also got the second Berserker. Chaemiko. I think that one was denied, though. Which is important. Otherwise, AM would have gotten level 3.
Player's forces are under attack.
Panda ready to creep in the middle. Gonna pick up the first heal scroll. Warden sipping from the moon wells again. The mana is looking decent on her. But there's 0 moon juice left. And it's gonna be quite a long daytime here. Without moon juice regen. I am still not level 3. My oh my. This is taking a long time. In comes the MK, and it's going to give a lot more kill threat to the human. But speaking of kill threat, this Warden, level 4 with full mana. Ooh, also quite dangerous. Trying to go for the Panda, or at least force the heal scroll already. But there's a staff. Oh, perfect time to pick up the staff. Why isn't he going after the Shadow Priests? With Stormbolt, he could pick off these Shadow Priests quite easy. IM does have some potions here, so will survive the Warden's advances. Absolutely no lumber for Chaemiko. He's got decent lumber workers now, but still not grand. Big boy creep goes to the Panda. He's gonna get the item here as well. Oh, and the second heal scroll. Oh, that's big. Right? Second heal scroll? Yes. Crucial moment for Moon, picking up the first 2 heal scrolls. That makes it even tougher for Chaemiko to look to a fight here anytime soon. Rifles. Casters. The good old classic for human. MK, I believe, has to be solo crap now. Needs to level up fast. I like the clarities on the Warden. Refueling her mana pool. Oh, and it's a great attack by Moon. Punching the human army while it's still small and frail. One rifle getting taken out right away, and also a priest. Chaemiko hardly has any firepower left here. Can't even punish the Dryad with the ensnare. Great little attack here by Moon. Our Night Elf seems to be getting further and further ahead on map 6. Chaemiko's pushing into upkeep. Still lots of gold to spend. But also bears coming already for the Night Elf. Panda picking up solo experience. It's still not being level 3. Oops. Shadow Priest died to the creeps, but it's only a Shadow Priest anyways. Stormbolt on the Warden. Staff is ready though. Imagine a bash here. Ooh. But no level 2, no bash. The camp right here. The one big consumable on the map is going to go to Chaemiko, but NK's experience is still very low. He's also not solo creeping here. Might not even get the level 2 from this camp. I think he won't. Maybe. Just barely. Nope. Not quite. Boys pulled from the main. Chaemiko wants to push early. 66 supply. Kind of supply stuck here for a little while, but now, okay. Farm's finished. Supply opens up. Big army all of a sudden. Warden retraining into Blink. Oh, and she gets the next heal scroll. Amazing shop control by Moon. He claimed all 3 heal scrolls. Chaemiko has not a single one to work with. And the Panda should be getting level 3 here from the green camp just before the push. Amazing play. Sick, sick play by Moon here on map 6. Wow, shop right away to be able to get regen scrolls here. Chaemiko knows he will need some healing. And doesn't have the level 2 breath yet, but soon will. Whisk coming in for the detonates, draining some mana, and that's the level 3. Tough position already for Chaemiko, but between, or next to his building, I guess, next to his shop, trying to stay in a good position. The DPS, though, on the human side doesn't seem to be that high. Warden blinks in. Fan of Knives ready in a second. Mountain King, in the meantime, in serious trouble. Dodges the Fan of Knives with the Invo Potion. Warden now. Very low HP. Wait a minute! There's a staff. Save her. Warden healed up. Coming back. Not full mana, but has one fan. Blinking in. Fan of Knives. And Moon is cleaning up this push. We got the GG. And the full best of 7. We'll make it to the last map as well in this very close encounter between Moon and Chaemiko. And our last map, I believe, should be Autumn Leaves, right? Yeah. Should be Autumn Leaves. Finally, our series goes all the way after having had quite one-sided ones before. This one today delivers. We've been almost 2 hours in already. I'm going to crack the 2-hour mark here on Autumn Leaves. Coming up after, of course, Lin versus Sok will be played as our second match of the day. Oh, wait. Predictions. Right. Prediction. We're going to start the prediction for the last map here in a moment. Thank you, by the way, Burrow Rush with 100 bits. Good morning also to you, sir. Alright, in we go. The decision for our first series. Who's going to take their first win in the Doubi Cup? Ooh, oh, damn. I thought this would be a neutral hero build. Not quite. Moon in the bottom left. Chaemiko in the top right. Alright, let's do the prediction. Have at it, boys. Archmage and Keeper should certainly be the choice here. Everything else would be quite surprising. Indeed. Moon once again setting up his main base, or his buildings I should say, towards the natural. He knows that a push towards the natural is going to be very likely here on this map where the push distance is so short and tower setup can be so strong for the human here behind the trees. An attack towards the natural is quite likely. Ultra over here. Might Chaemiko perhaps go for an instant expansion in the corner? It is possible, albeit hard to pull off. But possible. On New Autumn Leaves, by the way, the corner expansion is a lot easier. Another good change on New Autumn Leaves. Ah, no. It's going to be the green camp first here. Chaemiko going to take a safe small camp at the beginning. Ring of Protection, again, not the best find. What's the Keeper gonna get? Cloak and Tome of Strength. Also, not the best for him. And I like this. I feel like it's way better for the humans to expand here in the corner, rather than in the middle. Gonna make defending the expansion a lot easier, in my view. But yeah, it's certainly a bit hard to creep, that's for sure. AM gets level 2 though, and that's going to be the next Watch Elemental, lining up basically perfectly. Oh, is he going to save the mana? Really? What? No, okay. Peasants and Footies are a bit bruised. And the Keeper is just creeping up at his green. Fast expansion also by the Night Elf. I think this could be cancelled though, right? Not sure if the Footy has scouted this yet. Footman will now meet his end. Oh my goodness. I hope Todd isn't watching. He might be getting the shivers right now, seeing these items. That is very unlucky. Very unlucky. Sells the big ring. Keeps the small one. And Moon just creeping very safely for the time being. Oh, and getting the mercs. That's very cool. Use the archer, gets the mercs. It's going to be a huge help in defense. But Chaemiko also playing passively, not looking for a cancel at all. And I think Moon's in a great position here. Keeper's about to get 3. He's got the mercs and he's got the early counter expo. Selling the TP again. Going for boots and staff. AM 1 kill away from the level up, but that kill can be hard to get unless he gets the wisp. Oh my goodness, big mistake. That's a huge mistake. Moon didn't detonate the wisp. But he gets level 3 himself. Archmage blocking the keeper, trying to save the footman. Oh, nice play. Nice play. Since the AM has a staff himself, he's pretty safe from entangle. Dude, but this pressure is hard to deal with right now. Defend is not finished yet. Wow. What a sick save. All footies were saved thanks to the Archmage block. Very nicely done by Chaemiko indeed. And defense is about to finish. Footies are queued behind. Tier 2 has not started yet. That's the biggest concern here. Some peasants going to be going down. Entangle used on the Water Elemental. Defend finally finished. And yeah, I might be able to take out the Berserker. No, not quite. Staff away. Oh! To catch the Shadow Priest. PogChamp gets out of the entangle and kills the Shadow Priest at the same time. Keeper's still doing some damage here. He used a lot of his mana though to kill not that much. I think 1 peasant, 1 footy was his total prize here. Tier 2 tech now starting, but now of course far ahead, which means the second hero is going to be added in real soon. Chaemiko now looking to be aggressive with his little handful of footman force. Keeper very speedy. These boosts on the keeper really nice. To catch footies and find kills with entangle. Whoop. Detonate comes in. Water Elemental dealt with. Both players playing this very nice so far. But I would say Moon's got the lead here. Which now also for the Archmage. Shop coming. Blacksmith. Macro starting to line up. We have a lumber mill in the main. Chaemiko will also need a few more farms. Looking for the lore cancels right now. We don't see them yet. Early Shredder. Interesting. Moon's got a ton of lumber already.
The town is under siege.
And the panda second. Chaemiko is looking for weakness, and is looking for points to attack, but doesn't seem like he's getting much done. 2 wisps, I guess, he was able to take out, but they were both denied by Detonate. And the Keeper's looking for more kills. And with Entangle, he can easily get him as well. AM staffs back. Oh, and gets the Regent Scroll. Not quite yet. Keeper running in, trying to cancel the healing. Oh, getting surrounded here, but he's got the staff. Did cancel the healing. Cost him quite some mana here, but get the mental victory, I guess. Nice play by both. Really enjoying this series here so far today. I think Chaemiko has to go for a Tavern Hero. I think he has to contest the middle right here. Oh, the footy getting caught! Can't make it to the tavern just yet. Panda gets more experience. Panda second, let's go. Yes! Finally, the first time I think, right? That we see a Panda second for Chaemiko. Takes out the archer, interrupts the creep, but the Panda on the other side got the big item and was the robe. Very good item always. Shredder getting involved. It's been a very active game here on map 7. Both players willing to brawl. But the Keeper's still very strong. He just got level 4. Oh my goodness. More mana to use. This Panda on Chaemiko could definitely get taken out. Yep, that's what I was thinking. He's got a heal scroll though still. And a heal pot. Oh my god, the last second heal on the Berserker. Almost got the kill. Shredder in the back, also getting threatened. Panda, I think now will be toasted. Oh, the Shredder. Oh, also taken out though. Panda on the same moment gets the level 2. Archers all running away. This archer might be falling in the end. AM in trouble. Does he want to commit the heal scroll here? No. Archer died. Oh, the footy follows her into the grave. Panda's going to be back soon, but the Archmage now is very hurt. Small mistake by Chaemiko not TPing towards the expansion. That should have been the play here to get the healing in right away. Oh, the Ancient of War. Ah, no, it was not destroyed. I thought it was. Oh, the Keeper, though. Gonna be able to force the heal scroll. Oh my god. And the block from the treants. Stressful, stressful. Oh my god, he's almost surrounded. Jesus Christ. This Keeper has been played excellently here on the last map. And it seems like Moon is getting further ahead once again. Tier 3 for him already finished. We got the Bears coming. And a lot of Moonwells next to the natural. Chaemiko does have tons of gold. Not that much lumber. Tier 3 transition for him might be a bit difficult. And I guess level 3. And it's got a pendant. Whoa. Huge mana pool for this Panda. He also picked up the double heal scroll. Did the Keeper steal one? No. Would have been sick if the Keeper also stole the heal scrolls here. Those will go to Chaemiko. Only one though. There's a new one in stock here, but he kind of leaves it. No adept training yet on the priests. Ah, it's finishing right now though. Useful. There we go. Keeper doing a great job. These telestaff boots just so good on the Keeper. Early on you can use it for good scouting, mobility, pick off targets. In the late game also here you can use it to buy time for more production of bears. Book of the Dead, that is certainly a bad item, but the other ones were quite good. Triple Circlet and Mantle, also pretty nice for the Panda. Panda can make use of all stats, more or less.
A player's forces are under attack.
Chaemiko seeming to be in a tough spot here. Moon has the supply lead and the tech lead and the experience lead. Not where you want to be.
Town is under siege.
Oh, the Bears thinking about entering the expansion here. And against a two-pronged attack. Panda and Dryads on one side, Keeper and Bears on the other.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's a staff also here on the Keeper, so you can save at least one of the Bears. The towers, I guess, will clean up this attack in the end. When Gyro falls. And Moon is just playing this really well. Very strong game here by Moon on map 7. And also on map 6, remember on Echo Isles. He also played it very nicely. And Moon seems to be getting very far ahead right now. The Bears are breaking the towers. At least one of them. Panda for Chaemiko, now almost level 3. Archmage gets the level 4. Big mana potion for him as well, but more treants being summoned. Oh, he didn't mana burn the Keeper here enough. That was certainly a bit painful. Oh, and this is a terrible, terrible damage, as Dustin Browder would say. While we have the Tree of Life coming up. Chaemiko feels forced apparently to go all in. He doesn't have a tier 3 transition. He lost so much mining here. And Chaemiko finds himself far behind. Gets a bear. A bit more experience towards level 3 with that.
Forces are under attack.
Chaemiko's got the gold for more heal scrolls. But the army size here for him, that seems to be the big problem. One more bear might be his prize, but the keeper might be able to save it. Those boots! How nice have these boots been, eh? Panda getting a bit more experience, level 3 for him. Now within reach. Tower positioning maybe wasn't the best. Maybe one arcane should have been here and 2 guard towers here so that he can cover the whole base a bit better. Chaemiko very much aware of how difficult this position now is for him. Moon about to be mining as well here, which means he could even sack the natural if he wants. And can go to 100 supply real soon. Chaemiko has to be satisfied with the scraps here, only getting the green camp, the little one, but at least it is level 3. But let's be honest, this army does not seem to be capable of taking on the Night Elf. Chaemiko will have to pull off some miracles here to make this happen. And Moon again, going for the run-by plays. This is what he's known for, this is what he's excellent with. And again, he's forcing Chaemiko to return home. He's buying time. And now he's mining on 3 bases. Small losses. Only. Double Arcane Tower. Good against Treants, not so good against the rest. And then now getting caught, has to TP out. Sooner rather than later. But the keeper at the same time in the main base causing a ruckus. Mass militia have been called, so that means no income at the moment. Chaemiko's just getting picked apart. Look at the peasant corpses. Only 1 peasant remaining. Yikes. And now again he's going to be able to use the tele staff. Oh. Yeah, and gets out. Excellent game by Moon. These last 2 maps have just been wonderful by the Night Elf. And Chaemiko, he didn't play a bad game here, by no means. Or a bad series. But on some of these maps was just simply outplayed by Moon. Especially here. And also on Echo Isles. And now Moon is ready, finally, to take the fight. Lots of gold still, mining on 3 bases, 90 supply. And the perfect army, bears, dryads, hippos, and fairies. Even spraying the bears, trying to not take too much damage from the Breath of Fire. Oh, Panda, surrounded, but there's a staff. Moon, simply ready for everything. His Panda got level 5 in the meantime, by the way. I didn't even notice. And that makes him so dangerous. And Moon again, showing patience. Showing restraint. Always delaying and buying time if buying time favors him. Which of course it does. Being on 3 bases. Panda comes in, perfect position now for the connect. Ooh, haze fire. Big damage. Gets dispelled, but still the combo lands. Bears are all assigned to drop low. But there are 2 heal scrolls also. The keeper might be going down, but no, there's a second staff. Exactly when he needs it. Chaemiko's got 1 more heal scroll available. The Panda assigned to drop low. He's got the invuln. Bears are being kited pretty well. Of course, when they're slowed down, they're hard to maneuver properly. Keeper's back. He's now level 5. That level up, I guess, doesn't do too much for him, but the heal scroll was certainly helpful. Only 500 mana on Moon's Panda. He's got 1 more breath ready. Oh, but he's about to die! Oh, the first mistake, the keeper. Don't know where he's going. Didn't have a staff to save his friend. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I mean, Moon still has 90 supply. It's dropping a bit more now. Chaemiko found a big hero kill, but everything is very close to dying. Keeper's just on a harass mission. Chaemiko taps out. GG. The last map goes to Moon. Moon finally breaks the curse. After 4 losses, he gets his first win and the first point in the Doubi Cup. Chaemiko still at 0, waiting for his first victory.